How's it going? My name is Hoiman, and this week overall been okay, bit up and down on some days. But first of all, for the majority of the week, I've still just been continuing with my book and doing some drawings for it, which I would like to show, but it's quite a big spoiler, so I'll just leave it at that. But at the moment, I'm on pretty much the last chapter, but I'm still thinking about how to end it. I have two routes to take, but I'm currently undecided, so at the moment I'm kind of taking a few days off just to kind of decide on what kind of ending I want for the book. So I guess at the moment I've kind of come to a writer's block, I suppose. And then I also had a Woodside face-to-face call this week as well. And it's the second one I've attended, so it's basically a lot of people from Woodside get together to have basically a video call together. And this time there was about 10 people, so it was quite busy, but it was still nice to see all those Woodside people and just kind of hear what they've been up to and stuff. So I participated a bit and kind of talked about what I've been doing, but overall it was quite an enjoyable call. Like I said, it's been a bit up and down this week. On some days I felt really depressed and just kind of isolated myself in my room again. And I suppose maybe what's been getting me down is that I've just kind of been thinking about the future quite a bit. Like, I've just been thinking in the future sadly when my mum's not around, like, will I be able to manage and cope on my own? Because at the moment I rely on my mum a lot since she's my carer as well. And I'm just not really able to take care of myself that well and just manage on my own. So I've just been kind of thinking about the future when my mum's sadly not around. Will I be able to cope? And I suppose that stuff has just been getting me down in my mood quite a bit. It is sad to think about, but unfortunately it is a reality that will eventually come. And I suppose I've just been really worried about the future and just scared as well, I suppose, and wondering if I'd be able to manage on myself or will I be able to have someone else to care for me. So I guess thinking about that stuff has got me quite worried. I do think about it from time to time, but for whatever reason I've just kind of been thinking about it quite a bit this week. So I suppose that's been bringing my mood down quite a bit. But on other days I have been okay, like my mood has been lighter on a select few days. So like I said, it's pretty much been up and down this week. Next week I have a blood test appointment, and overall I'm usually quite nervous when I have to go get my blood tested. I've just always had a bit of a fear from needles and stuff, but I know it's kind of necessary just to kind of check on my health and stuff. So yeah, the main thing is that I have a blood test next week, and other than that, see how the days come by really. Hopefully I'll decide on an ending for the book and yeah, see where it goes from there. Now to answer your questions, and I'd like to say thank you for your questions, I do appreciate them. So Sigma Enterprise asked, how many books are you planning to create? So when I was studying at college, I basically wanted to become a character designer for video games. And after finishing college, my tutor pretty much told me that it's a good idea to design lots of characters now, and then you can present them in the future later if I do become a character designer for video games. And because of my mental health has pretty much stopped me from pursuing that career. Over the last decade, I've still been drawing a lot of characters, and because I decided to put these characters into books instead, I do have a lot of characters and ideas piled up in my head, and I've currently written 5 books, and because I have many more characters and stories I'd like to write, I suppose it's difficult to say how many books I plan to write, but I guess I can say writing books is something that I hopefully plan to continue for a long time. As a last thing I like to mention, I'm aware that for many videos now I've been pretty much talking about the same thing, and because of lockdown I haven't really been able to go out or anything like that, so I understand every video is starting to sound a bit repetitive, so to change it up a bit, I'd actually like to ask you, my viewers, to ask me any question you want, be it regarding my mental health or any hobbies I like, just anything you can think of. Just ask me in the comments down below, and then I'll be sure to answer them in the next video. So I guess that's pretty much it for this week, so hopefully I'll see you next Saturday. That's it for this video. My name is Hoiman, and please consider subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. And remember, always look forward, keep hope alive, and remember, you're somebody.